This is a recap for Monday, June 14th. In this recap, we're going to have the answer key for geometries lesson 6 and 7. So let's type the answer in right here, the words in. So the product, or excuse me, the circumference of a circle is the product of pi and the diameter of the circle. The circumference, here is circumference equals pi times diameter. Circumference is 3.14 times 8. It's 25.12. And that is in millimeters. The circumference of this circle, we're going to use the formula circumference. Get a little bit bigger pen here. Circumference equals 2 times pi times the radius. See how we're doubling the radius. So 2 times 2.5, well, we'll just fill this all in. 2 times pi, whoops, let's use 3.14. 3.14 and times 2.5. So 2 times 2.5 is 5. 5 times 3.14 is 15. Let's see, let's double check here. 5 times 3.14, 15.7. And that is in feet. Excuse me. And find the circumference of each circle. So this one is circumference is equal to 3.14 times 8. So we already did that one. 8 times 3.14, 25.12 yards, 25.12 yards. And we're going to have to double this 2.4 to 4.8 for a diameter. So that circumference is 3.14 times 4.8. 4.8 times 3.14 is equal to 15.072 centimeters. I'm going to double check that. 3.14 times 2 times 2.4 is 15.072. And it looks like this one has we're given a diameter of 15.6. So if you interpreted that differently, I don't think it's really clear. And if you cut the 15.6 in half, then that's understandable. But I'm using a diameter of 15.6, so circumference. I'm going to assume that this 15.6 means this right here, this diameter. 3.14 times 15.6 pi times diameter is the radius. Excuse me, is the circumference. 3.14 times 15.6 is 48. So circumference is equal to 48.98. It's a decimal point, 4, and that's in meters. And the last one, we're going to work backwards. The circumference, we already have the answer, is 62.8 8 feet. And so that's equal to 3.14 times the diameter. So if we divide by 3.14, 62.8 divided by 3.14, we get 20. So diameter equals, so divide that by 3.14. This is 20 feet. This one we're going to have to do an extra step here. We're going to do 53.38 is equal to 3.14 times the diameter. So we're going to divide by 3.14. So 53.38 divided by 3.14 is 17. So diameter equals 17. And then we're going to have to divide that by 2. Divided by 2, 8.5. So radius equals 8.5. So this is 8.5 centimeters. And this one, we're going to need both of them. So 226.08 divided by pi, 226.08 divided by 3.14 is 80.5, so the diameter is 80.5, and if we cut that in half, we get 40 and a quarter, 0.25. So radius is 40.25. Check that. All right, and that is Geometry Lesson 6. Here's Geometry Lesson 7. So the area of a circle is the product of the square, pi and the square of the radius, so it's pi r squared. So if we're given the diameter, like in this case, this is the diameter. That's the diameter. We have to cut that in half right here and then square it. And the answer on this one was 78.5 square centimeters. Okay, so Jaira is having a pizza for her birthday. She can make 2 small pizzas, each with a radius of 6, or 1 large pizza with a radius of 12. So I'm going to actually draw a picture to solve this one. We're not going to do any computations at all. If you did computations, that's fine. But I'm going to do this. This is 12 inches. Across, and the radius is 6. She can make 2 small pizzas, each with a radius of 6. Oh, I gotta make this bigger. All right. So let's do this. All right, so this is actually a radius. This is the large one. So it has a diameter of 24. So it has a radius of 12. And the small ones have a radius of 6. So we could fit that right there. And that would fit right there. That small one would fit right there. And the other small one would fit right there. And we'd have all this extra pizza on the large one. There we go. So, which option gives her more square inches of pizza? The one large pizza. Now, if you did the computation, that's fine. Hopefully you came out with the same conclusion that the large pizza, I'll just do it real quick, 12 times 12 times 3.14. The large pizza, large was 452.16 inches square. And if I do 6 times 6 times 3.14, I get 113 times 2. I get 2 of them, and that's 226. So 2 by small is 226.08, much smaller. So you get a lot more with one large pizza. Okay, find the area of each circle. Area equals 3.14 times 3 squared. Area is equal to 3.14 times 9. Area is equal to 28.26. And that's inches squared. We have to cut this in half, so we're going to use 16. So area is equal to 3.14 times 16 squared. 16 times 16 is 256. So the area is 3.14 times 256. Area is 803.84, and that's square millimeters. And the last one, area is equal to 3.14 times 5.5 squared. 5.5, that's 5.5 times 5.5 equals 30.25. Area equals 3.14 times 30.25. And area equals 94.985 square feet. I'm going to double check that one. I'm going to do 5.5 times 5.5 times 3.14. You get 94.985. All right, so let's just highlight the answers here. Or underline them. It's the first one, second one, and the third one. All right, next problem. A radio station can be heard in all directions for up to a 50-mile radius. So we're going to draw a quick picture of this. So let's put our radio station right here. We'll call it RS right there. And it has this big circle around it, and it has a radius of 50 miles. Approximately how many square miles can the radio be heard? So what is this area right here? So the area is equal to 3.14 times 50 squared. Let's make sure we had a radius. We did. Okay. So 50 times 50, 2,500. So the area is 3.14 times 2,500. And so the area is 7,850 square miles. 7,850 square miles. And the last problem It says John Mark is ordering bark dust for 2 clients. Each client has a circular flower bed. John Mark knows the radius of one flower bed is 6.5 feet and the diameter of the other one is 30 feet. All right, so let's just make a quick sketch. This is the one that has a radius of 6.5 feet. And here's the other one, has a diameter of 30 feet. And the area of each flower bed. How many square feet of bark dust should John Mark order? Okay, so let's do these separately. Area of the smaller one is 3.14 times 6.5 squared. 6.5 times 6.5 is 42.25. So area is equal to 3.14 times 42.25. So we'll multiply this times 3.14 and get 132.665, and that is in feet, square feet. I'm going to just double check that. 6.5 times 6.5 times 3.14, 132.665. Okay. Let's find the other one. Area is equal to 3.14 times 15 squared. 15 times 15 is 225. 3.14 times 225 is equal to 706.5 square feet. So we're going to take these two amounts right here, this amount and this amount. We're going to add those together. So 132.665 plus 706.5 is, nope, I didn't do that right because that does not make sense. Okay, so let me do it again. 706.5 plus 132.665, that's better. 839.165. Now, how much should he order? You're not going to be able to order this amount right here. If you call, they're not going to not going to be able to measure 165 thousandths of a yard. So you're going to order this amount right here, 840, or square feet, I should say, 840 feet squared. Now, when you order, they're probably not even going to be able to order in square feet. So you might have to convert that to some other unit, but for this purpose, we'll use 840 square feet. All right, because this is the technical answer right here, and this is the real life answer right there. Okay, so double check that. All right, and that is a recap for Monday, June 14th.